Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today we're going to use our Oklahoma Joe Longhorn combination grill to smoke a Boston butt. This will be the first time we've used the smoker portion of our Longhorn grill. We've used the gas portion and it's great. We've used the charcoal portion tons of times. You've probably seen us use it here on RidgeLife. But today we're going to use that smoker portion on a Boston butt. We're going to dry rub the Boston butt and let it sit for a little while. And then we're going to get it on here and smoke it at a low temperature. We don't have too much time today as we want to eat this evening, so we're going to do it about 5 hours. Normally I want to do 8, 10, 12 hours really slow, but we don't have that much time today, so come along and we'll see how we do a Boston butt. To prepare our Boston butt today, we're going to give it a dry rub with Strawberry's Famous seasoning. We're also going to give it a light marinade and some Wickers marinade. And since we're also going to be only smoking it for about 5 hours, since we're on a time constraint, we're going to put a little bit of liquid smoke on it, hickory flavored liquid smoke, just to give it that extra little smoky flavor that we won't get since we're not going to smoke it for 8 to 10, 12 hours. If you had that time, I would leave this out. We're also going to put just a little bit of olive oil on at the beginning just to get all that to stick to it really well. Start with just a little bit of olive oil. I'm just going to drizzle it on there and I'm going to pat it down. Okay. Again, just to give a little bit of a oily outside to it. I know that the Boston butt's got a lot of fat to it, but I think it's going to help a little bit. For Riley Homestead, I'm washing my hands off between touching each of the bottles just to make sure they stay clean. You happy, Riley? Just a few dabs all around the liquid smoke. Flip that over. Again, wash the hands off. Liquid smoke, alrighty. Now, put a generous portion of our Strawberry's dry rub. Pat that all over there. Flip it to this side. You can wash that hand off on that one. We'll keep that hand clean, how about that? This side. I want to make sure that's all over it. This is going to give it the wonderful, just barbecue, just tasty flavor. Strawberry is a restaurant in Holcomb, Missouri, and it is some of the best slow-cooked pork steak you'll ever have in your life. Just fall off the bone, wonderful pork steak. So we're not going to be shy with this, that's for sure. Get that in every little crevice we can find. It's going to make it taste so wonderful. Get the end there. Now I'm going to place this Boston butt in a Ziploc bag and add a little bit of the Wickers and just a dash more of the hickory smoke to it. So let's get the Boston butt in the Ziploc bag. I'm going to do that without dropping anything. I'm going to keep as much of that dry rub on there as I can. Alright, so now, hand off there. Let's pour in some Wickers. Just going to do it off to the side there. I'll mix it all around and I'll take the air out, and that will just get it all over the meat while the dry rub stays on the meat. If I was to pour it directly on it, all the dry rub would pour off. All right, so now we'll get some more liquid smoke in there. Several dashes. The last touch is I'm going to just again top it off with some more strawberries. Make sure anything that came off gets put back on. All right, now turn it around. I'll get all the air out of it. All the air. Ziploc that up nice and tight. Get all the air out of it. Okay, then we can turn this on its side. Okay. We'll let that sit in the refrigerator until we're ready to put it on the hickory smoke. Charcoal is ready. Again, I don't have too much. I don't want that big of a fire because you want to cook your meat at 145 degrees an hour per pound. Now again, I'm a little rushed for time today, so I'm going to cook it a little bit warmer for a little bit less. But I want to make sure I don't get up too high where it starts to burn the outside and the inside doesn't get cooked. I want it to be smoked and not grilled. I didn't have access to solid hickory wood today, and our local Walmart didn't have the smoker hickory wood, but we did have, this is made for gas grills or electric smokers. It's going to be fine though. Add a little bit of water to it. It's going to help keep it from burning so quickly and give it an extra smoke. It is preferred if you use a solid hickory logs or hickory that is made for a charcoal or wood smoker. We're up to 200 degrees in the grill. I close the lid, I close the chimney down a little bit, and I close the smoker air entrance. So now I'm going to add some of the chips on, get this thing smoking, then we'll add the Boston butt. Distribute my charcoals a little more, having more surface area to put my wood chips. You already see the smoke starting to come up on this. I'm going to close it up. I'm going to regulate it to about 150, 155 since I'm not going to do this 1 pound per hour at the 145. I'm gonna bring this up a little bit higher so I can get it done in 5 hours, and we will be good to go. You can already see how quickly this thing is starting to smoke. This is wonderful. Again, I'm gonna try to regulate that down to about 150, 155. It's time to put the Boston butt on the grill. We got smoke coming out. We're gonna regulate that temperature down, just adding a little bit of charcoal as needed, and keeping the smoke chips on there as needed as well to keep a good smoke going the entire cook time. Oh, look at that good smoke coming out of there, everybody. Boston butt out of here. Let you see it too before I get it on. See how beautiful that is, everybody. Look at that. Doesn't that look wonderful? I'm gonna set that right. I'm gonna set it over here on the right side so that, see, the heat's coming out over here from the smoker box. I'm gonna put it all the way over here and then I'll keep rotating it as needed. Get that closed up. And we will let this cook. This is our Wickers strawberry mixture here. We're going to keep this and use it as a baste as we let this thing cook. We've had it smoking about 4 hours. Let's take a look at it. Oh, that meat looks so wonderful, guys. That look, oh, let's keep this smoke in here. How about that? That smells so good. All right, we kicked the heat up on it a little bit to do this final push. We went ahead and went 7.5 hours. It's late in the evening, so it's time to eat. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, that looks so good. You zoom in on everybody so everybody can see that. Oh, it looks so delicious. Look how moist that is. I know it's dark out here, everybody, but that looks so good. Back up. Now, pork's got to be 165 degree internal temperature. That's why I had to go a little bit longer, because you want it to be done. So let me pull it off so you can see it. Let's get our Boston butt pulled off the grill and show you what it looks like. Oh, it looks so wonderful. It's a huge, big old piece of meat. Looks so good. There. Everybody see that? That looks wonderful. Let's get this inside and get it sliced up. Let's cut into this beautiful piece of meat here. Oh, it looks so good. Let's cut into it. Let's flip it. Oh, look at that, everybody. That looks so good and tasty. All right, we've got our slow cooked Boston butt all ready to eat. So we're gonna get this sliced up and have a wonderful meal. So until next time, I hope everyone has a blessed day and go RidgeLife. Everybody's over here eating our pork butt dinner. It is so good. I'm gonna get a little closer so y'all can see that. Oh, everybody look at that. The taste. Oh, it tastes so good, everybody. Everybody say go RidgeLife. Go RidgeLife.
Just said that.
That's so good. Everybody have a good night. Take care.